Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Digimon World 2. In the last part, we completed the Colosseum circuit, even though I realized that they spell Colosseum really weird. Isn't that kind of weird? Anyway, we got to the highest rank a tamer could get, and it's actually been a while since I saved actually on the memory card, so I'm going to quickly save, and you'll get to see that it doesn't really matter how much I save now, or at least file-wise, because this has been maxed out for quite a while. At least the time has. 100 hours. It has not seemed like 100 hours, although if you look at when we first freaking started playing, it has been a while. So now that we're chief, we have no one left to fight. So what do we have to do? There's really nothing we can do, I guess. But let's go talk to Skull just to see if maybe there's, I don't know, maybe they figured something out while we were busy beating their face in. Mike, great job. Our Black Sword leader is waiting for you. Go to the leader's room now. Alright. Even though he said okay. I will do just that. Wow, all of them are here. What is going on? Black Sword leader, did you call for me? I'm glad you could make it, Mike. I'm sure you were surprised to see all three guard team leaders here. What I'm about to tell you is something very important for you. You have become a rank 9 Black Sword Chief Tamer by beating all three of us. Even we are only rank 8 Commander Tamers, you know. Until now, most challengers only won the first match. Making it to the second match was very rare. And there are only 2 people who fought with all three of us. That's right, you're the best tamer in our history. According to the promise made to our guardians, the path to the Kernel Zone is now yours. Kernel Zone? What? The path to the Kernel Zone? What's this all about? And the guardians? You mean the legendary? That's right, the beings who created us tamers. The grand being who taught us our tamer techniques and how to digivolve Digimon. Our ancestors met the guardians when they arrived here. They made a promise to the Guardians in return for their help. The promise was that when we found the strongest tamer, we would show that tamer the path to the new world, the Kernel Zone. Wow, are you saying that I'm that tamer? Yep, you're the best tamer in Digital City. However, you must decide for yourself if you want to go to the Kernel Zone. We cannot force you to go. Gonna have to walk slowly and pace thinking about this, even though I know I'm going to just say yes. Black Sword leader, I will go. I want to know the truth about what this world and Nestina was talking about. I want to meet the Guardians and ask them about that. I will go to the Kernel Zone. Alright then, go to the shuttle port. Take the shuttle that's there, it'll take you to Kernel Zone. I knew that you would choose to go. Like I said, a brave person always takes a challenge. Black Sword Mike, I wish you luck. Thank you, sir. And everybody else. And so now we have a new mission. And pretty much the final mission of the game. Not the final domain, but the final mission. And our Digi-Beetle is hot to trot, as Carol always says. Actually, she doesn't always say. She switched halfway through the game. You get the point. So let's make sure of one thing, though. We want to make sure we're stocked up, because I don't... What? Alright, I forgot I got rid of all... I was about to say, did I just lose all my Digimon? But no, I moved them all to the server already. Items... Alright, so we got some stuff to sell. I don't believe there's anything new to buy just yet. I'm pretty sure we have the best items that we can have for this moment. But we can go ahead and check real quick. And while I'm doing this, let's see. Which one do I want? Start with the parts to make sure that we don't have anything. And we'll sell off our stock first. One of those power test 3 HP drivers. Nah, I'll store those. Don't need a regular max fix. Keep that. Store that, store that. EP bug zap. Store those. Alright, so let's see. We already have the Mammoth engine. Hornet, Hawk. Yep. We got everything, although there was one thing that I've kind of forgotten about. And I don't remember if this was intentional, but if we look at our Digi-Beetle, there is one slot just missing here. What would it be? I mean, we already have the DM transfer. But I wanted to make sure that everything is upgraded as well. Fully upgraded. Got the Mammoth, got the Orca. Everything else is fully operational. I guess I could have just went like what I just did when I looked up here. I didn't have to go in and search out all that stuff. Yep. We got that. We got all the cannons. Ah. Amazing. What do you have to say, Technodonna? Hi, Mike. File Island was fun. Now I got all sorts of interesting ideas. Oh boy, that's scary. Alright, transfer the items. Don't need that where I'm going. Don't need that many return bugs. There's that. 4 missiles and room for stuff. Alright. There's usually not so much stuff that you're going to pick up in the next one, so having extra space is not so bad. Let's see what Kim has to think about Gaia leaving us. Hey Mike, my Gaia disappeared! They said it disappeared with some weird girl. I wish I had saw that. Yeah, you're just mad because, I don't know, he was your robot boyfriend or something. And also your bitch. All the stuff that I went through for you. Anyway, shuttle port. Oh yeah, listen to this. Welcome, Mike. We've been waiting for you. Chief Engineer Maestro has completed all checks of the shuttle. We will be departing for the Kernel Zone right away. Yes, I will. Making me feel like I'm on my last adventure or something. At last, I'll go to meet the Guardians. At last. Well, here we go. Look at those 3D graphics. So awesome. It looks like this is the Kernel Zone. Finally, the Kernel Zone, so the Guardians are somewhere here. Let's go find the Guardians. It's not gonna be that hard to find. Because right here's the Kernel Zone. And there's only 2 places, Core Tower and that last one. And it gives you ominous music. We ready to go? I think we are. Oh yeah. So we get some awesome eerie music with some backgrounds. So the way Core Tower works is every Digimon in the game that we've come across is now fightable. Now the thing is like you just saw, he's level 1, so do you think that we're gonna have a hard time fighting this guy? Nope. So all of these battles are pretty much just nuisance fights. Until we get to the actual stronger ones. But I always loved this part. I always thought it was a nice... the sudden change of how everything's appearance is. by Patamon, and it's kind of giving me a somber feel. Like, oh my god, what am I heading for? What am I gonna do? Also, these domains are very long. I don't know if I'm actually thinking this one is the longer of the two. I think that they wanted the other one to give you a little more of a break than this one does. But this one has, since it has every Digimon in the game, I'm pretty sure it has every Digimon encounter. It's either this domain has every Digimon encounter in the game, or between these two domains is every Digimon encounter in the game. But this also makes it a good place to pretty much train any Digimon that you DNA Digivolve, even if it goes back to level 1, because we have our first fights down here at level 1 anyway, so. Also, if you're looking to collect that certain Digimon, and did I just say, I don't know. If you're looking to collect that certain Digimon, well, they're going to be found here somewhere. So now that we get some alone time, or at least some time I can concentrate, my god, the stuff that I've had to do today in order to get to record, it has been hell. So recently, AMD has released new drivers, a new stable version of the drivers, 14.4. However, it has the exact same issue that 14.4 beta and 14.3 had, which is, well, one big problem and a couple of small ones. I guess a smaller one would be the fact that when I'm recording, I'll get like 10 frames per second. No matter how many frames that I could actually get, like on this, I could easily get like 160 to 200 frames per second if I uncapped everything, even while recording. But with when I'm recording with the newest versions, I will drop to 10. 14.3 wasn't so bad. It still kept me at like, 40. It still kept me above 60 actually if I was recording, so I didn't notice a big difference there. But the problem with 14.3 was that when editing with Sony Vegas, it would make certain clips fast and certain clips slow, and I wouldn't be able to control that, which is weird. And then the big problem they both have is they can cause your entire computer to blue screen, which is of course bad. And it happened to me a lot, and I thought my hard drive was dying there for a while, which, oh, it was a sad day. I also thought that this brand new graphics card that I got, because my last graphics card exploded, like almost literally exploded, and I just got it replaced. I thought it was going bad as well. Turns out it was just the driver, so I've gone back to the 14.2 beta points, or it's either beta 6 or beta 7. It seems to be the most stable recent one. The most stable one in general seems to be 13.6 or 13.9, but that doesn't have, it has some improvement, or not some improvement, some, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It makes a lot of games run slower than they could with this one. And this one seems to not happen as much, so I'm going to probably stick with this unless I come up with more problems, and then I guess I'll resort back to 13.9. But 14.2 seems to be just fine for me, not having any issues yet. Of course, I just went back with it today, but I think I was actually using it before I upgraded back to the 14.4 as well. Because I thought, a stable release, I thought they would have ironed out all the bugs, but apparently they did not. Either that or DX Story needs to update, which is not so much of a problem, except for the fact that I have to use an old version of DX Story for certain games, because it's not picking up all my games that I have. Which is sad. If you haven't really noticed, the layout of every single floor has been almost the same. It's been either this, or it has been the three-sided area that showed up in like the first domain of the game. So it's not exactly throwing us any new dungeon layouts here. But like I said, the gimmick of this level is mainly the fact that every Digimon is in here. And we're already to the ultimates. And I think, I'm not sure if this one or the other one is longer, but one of these I'm pretty sure is 28 floors. Which is quite a bit longer than our last one. And this time we get to see how weird it looks with a specialty on the floor next to this strange layout. I think this is supposed to be like blood. Creepy dungeon blood. Nope, getting away from you. Core tower, and the other one is, oh, fight here. The other one is not 100% sure. Alright, so we fought this before. I'm gonna just run away from these fights. I found out that none of these guys are completely maxed, and I don't think they're going... at least one of them will probably max on the next level, but I don't think they all will. Which means I still have to train them a little bit more. But I decided I will do one more Digivolution run before the final boss. So we will not be ending the game with this team. Hopefully, I'm gonna go with the same plan that I have been doing, which if you haven't been watching, if you're a new person watching this, I usually, when I play this game, I end up with the same 3 Digimon at the end of the game. So in order to counteract that and make this LP a little more interesting, so I wouldn't know exactly what Digimon I was getting, I was just getting random ones and then hoping for the best outcome. I'm still kind of going to do that. I'm going to just recruit a Digimon and DNA Digivolve it without really thinking about it so much. But I am going to, once I get the team that I think I want to DNA Digivolve, I am going to look at what they end up getting. And if it happens to be something that's only an ultimate, such as Extrandamon here, or it's one that I've already had before, such as, you know, as we see here, Magnadramon or Griffamon, which we've had twice already, I will get something else, or at least Digivolve it in a different way. Still hoping to get something interesting. Considering we are at the last 2 domains of the floor, and we are decked out in our full red Digi-Beetle. Completely maxed out, other than for some certain engines and, well, certain items in general, which we can't get yet. Oh, but we're just marching towards our destiny. Face off with the Guardians. Which may just be, I don't know. Could they really be real? I don't know. Basically, we're facing off against our gods, which sounds a little off. It's like the gods told us that when the strongest tamer came, you know, we should send them up there so we could fight them. Why? Because we don't want to be gods anymore. Oh. I don't know. I'm sure they had their reasons, right? Oh. Thank you for you being a slow mover. Slowly but surely making our way through these floors. Assuming this is a bit bug, yep. That's why I sold some stuff earlier, is to make room. I'm not gonna be able to get away from him, so I'll just... He's just like, I'm gonna attack you fast. But that's okay. So we're just gonna run. Because we have fought you many times. We fought all these Digimon before. I'm pretty sure there's not many Digimon teams that we haven't fought. Some of the Megas maybe, because even though every Digimon team is in this floor, new ones aren't. So it's I should have said every Digimon encounter that we've already been able to see before. Oh, another 2-mover. Metal Digimon. And his... What did he have? Puku? No, it wasn't Pukumon. Scorpiomon. That was it. Bye. I am not going to let you run away. Okay, I'll let you run away. Such a terrible fighter. In the next episode, we're going to continue on into Core Tower so we can get to talk to our gods. And maybe something will happen. Maybe. Until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.